Free State ANC branches are meeting in Paris to collate their leadership and delegate nominations for the December elective conference. The province is expected to send 409 delegates. That's according to an internal memo sent to provinces by the Secretary General, Gwede Mantashe. But analysts have warned that the conference might be derailed if branches don't complete their nominations to make up the 90% of delegates at the conference as per the ANC constitution. Well, the ANC in the Free State is now briefing the media. We take you live to that briefing.
Look, PGC is in Paris. Provincial conference will also be here. Just a matter of 1 or 2 days. And that's because we are trying to accommodate both that principle of the current PC accounting for the process of the BGM, but also the fact that our program is relatively tight. There's by-elections in Metzima Hall, and I'm sure all of you knows that they're very critical. You to know that Communist Party is contesting there, and it has created very difficult conditions for the African National Congress, especially when the instruction from National is that you must continue to preserve the alliance moving forward. But it has always been the view of the Free State that we must be the last one who will call for the dissolution of the alliance. We're continuing those debates and discussions with the party to reconsider their approach. Of course, they're saying we don't contest the ANC, we're contesting state power. We're also appreciating that theory, but we're saying we want to continue to engage the party in the province to reconsider that stand, because in our belief, the South African struggle still require a consolidated mass struggle led by the ANC, the workers and the communists all together. The ANC has never had a problem to accept the court outcomes. Whether we disagree with them or not in terms of content is beside the point. And I'm sure even this one, whatever the outcomes, the ANC will accept them. Although somehow we believe that this is an abuse of the courts. This is an abuse of the ANC constitution. This is an abuse of the process of the African National Congress. Because I'm sure now this is the 4th case that the province has been taken to the court. And in our close analysis, an immediate analysis, same content, different English, different ANC members who, some of them are unemployed. Our suspicion is that funders remain the same. And hence our conclusion. But we said we respect the court we are part of as the ANC, subject to the country's constitution, and that's why we've been participating and defending our case against the applicants. These are members of the ANC, and it is our hope that after all this storm subside, because surely this has got nothing to do with whether processes were done right or wrong, it is about the National Conference of the ANC. Afterwards, ANC will roll out a program to engage these individuals and of course try to impart education in terms of how the ANC operates and conduct its business. And of course emphasize the fact that you cannot outsource the task of the ANC resolving its own internal processes to anybody west the courts. We've got about 309 branches in the province. In terms of the audit, I think 297 is qualified. And the formula of determining the number given to respective provinces is done by Little House. What we only had to do was to allocate the 409 to branches that are in good standing, as I've explained it. So that's where we are. And these 297 branches, and then 409 is allocated to those branches that are in good standing in terms of the audit. I think those are the answers.
How many to the rest? 297 and 409?
No, they're still in. Agree if you are not in good standing. Remember what the ANC has said this time around. Historically, we will audit only membership and say, as per the constitution of the ANC, you must have 100 plus 1 as members in order to be able to constitute a branch. Now, the ANC historically will only audit that and say, you are a member in Kustendi. But this time around, we said we must audit the life of the branch. So it includes a variety of elements, whether you had programs, whether you led the struggles of the people there, you cooperated with the municipality. Fundamentally, you were at the center of implementing the ANC local government manifesto. Now, if you have done all of those things as basics, surely you constitute a member of the branch of the ANC in good standing. It must be an active branch that participates in the daily lives of the ANC and the people in that particular ward. So the remaining will unfortunately not participate to all conferences, including today. They are not part of us. It will be the task of the new leadership how to strengthen such branches so that all of the 307 in the province are then able to be part and parcel of taking decisions in the ANC, because if they don't participate, it means the constituency where that branch is residing are going to suffer. The ANC is going to take policy decisions and it will not know the struggles of the people in that particular ward. And it becomes a disservice to our people, and that's why it will be an immediate task that the new leadership might have to deal with moving forward as soon as they assume office. Thank you very much. I think we are done up until we meet at a venue. I hope everybody else has got an accreditation by the look of things. If you do not, you can approach us. Thank you very much, colleagues. It's very hot here. Let's meet around, but we'll issue a message if it's going to be less than 3 o'clock. We'll quickly send out the word, SMS, and then all of you can then come quickly. Thank you, colleagues. Thank you, my brother.
All right, the ANC in the Free State, they're briefing the media ahead of their PGC hearing there from Thabo Miko, the ANC provincial spokesperson.